another episode of Sexy, Funny,
Raw.
We didn't plan that, but that was pretty good.
We're fucking good.
I'm Sylvia Sage.
Wesley Woods.
We are both stand-up comics and professional porn actor and actress.
Professional
Professional
host.
So if you don't know our show, welcome. This is a show where we talk about sex, what makes it fun, what makes it funny, and then sometimes we get a little raw with it. So 18 and over, probably the best option. If not, turn off your TVs and run the other direction because you don't want your children around us. They can put this live from YouTube onto their TVs.
Shut up.
Yeah, my dad does it all the time. Hi, Dad.
Oh my god, this is what technology is. Well, it's like the other day, someone emailed me a check, and they're like, print that off and then just go get it. I'm like, oh, this works this way.
I know, when you said that, I was like, how are you going to do that? Like, that's way more than I know.
Well, so yeah, kids, earmuffs.
No kids is what
No
we're
kids.
saying. No children should be allowed in whatever viewing room you're viewing this from. So we don't ever really plan a show. That's the nature of us
Because it's raw.
we are raw.
Sexy, funny, raw.
All right, so.
But you do have some questions today, right?
No, not really. I just have random questions that a fan of mine, we chat back and forth. So if you ever want to chat back and forth with me, just email me about it at booksylviasage@gmail, and we'll talk about it. But he wanted to know like some things for like anal prepping, and I thought, well, who better than to tell you about anal prepping
But
than
the anal master himself.
well, they also need to know that you're Mr. Gay Performer of the Year.
Well, I mean, that was from Grabby's back in May. So hopefully this...
Call it the year, bitch. Ride that out for as long as you can.
What are these questions?
Okay, that was it. Anal prep. What do you do for your
anal prep? Oh, anal prep is actually the question. What do I do?
What do you do for your anal prep?
For me, like, anal prep is a lifestyle.
That's true.
So, sorry if I'm like, I'm getting myself
Are your pants tight?
They're very tight. I'm also very, anyways, anal prep is a lifestyle. You can't, I guess you can
Eat
you
Mexican,
can
have alcohol. Those are the things I don't do.
Or salads. People always think a salad's a good idea. Don't do a salad.
Salad because it's very choppy.
Yeah, don't do a salad.
Anything that's
Fiber,
super
like-
dicey. Yeah, I always
like-
say heavy protein. I always say like chicken, like not raw chicken, but chicken and eggs. Like something that's like.
Don't do beef. Beef doesn't work well.
Don't do beef. I don't do beef. Yeah.
I mean, basically, don't eat for 24 hours, so
I
that
don't
way,
say that.
so that way they can put their elbow up in you. That's how I like
First
it.
off, I don't want anyone's elbow
I mean-
inside me. I mean, maybe wrist.
But I think too, like, just douche because you have to clean. Any guy who's
Do you enema actually or just douche?
I
'Cause
think-
people don't know the difference, by the way.
Okay, so there's multiple ways you can do that. Good
Right.
call. So
Yeah.
some guys have the shower attachment.
Right.
And they go up in there and clean
And
all
it
the way.
springs water out every which direction, by the way.
Well,
So it's a stick with little.
This one
Water faucets?
only has the nozzle. So it
Oh,
should
the
be-
only one on top. Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen the ones that have the shout
Yeah.
in different directions, though.
You better make sure that though can be tricky though because vaginal. You have the vaginal cavity.
Did
Like
you say vaginal cavity?
the vagina cavity.
I don't even think that's a fuck. I think you just made that up.
the
He's so
vagina cavity.
terrified of vaginas. He's like the
so-
vaginal.
Well, you don't want
cavity.
you don't want
It's
like
not an infection.
you don't want like a douche. You want actually
Right.
like a fleet because you want it to
Right.
shoot the water up there. Yes, to not just clean out the walls,
Yeah.
to clean out the doo doo.
The-
Yes, we want to clean the doo doo out. So some guys have like the actual shower attachment,
Yeah.
and that cleans all the way up to your throat.
I don't know that I want it shoved that back far into me.
That cleans you up to your throat. You're like, you can go either
Yeah.
way. You could be a fucking Chinese finger
I
trap.
mean, I went and got that, what was that, colonic or whatever?
Yeah.
That is painful. Can you feel it in your stomach when you do that?
So I think if you're cleaning that deep, yes, and
Yeah.
some guys do. So what I was going to say is like,
Yeah.
don't overdouche.
Yeah, don't put too much water in your butt. It's
Yeah.
actually really bad for you.
If you buy a
Overdo it.
fleet, the little ones that
Obviously,
you can
it's
buy
fine.
one at CVS,
Yeah.
Walgreens, Rite Aid, whatever.
Right.
Empty that water out, all that saline.
Yeah.
Because if you don't and you douche with that, you will be pooping until next.
That's what
until the
I
next
say.
day.
That's why I'm like, I don't enema ever.
You empty that out, then you clean it out with some water, shake some
Yeah.
water up in it, and then you fill that back up with water.
Yeah. Yeah.
You do about 3 or 4 of those,
Yeah.
you'll be fine. And then if you're not, and you're still unsure, and I always say check that water.
I
that
do
water,
too.
That water pouch.
I go to
That water pocket. You got to get up in there.
Yeah, I got you.
And then all of a sudden you'll relax and it'll be like, oh. And you're like, if it's brown from here down, you still need to clean a few more times. There you go.
So much more information from him than I gave. I was just like, eat well, don't drink alcohol.
I'm going to actually tell you how to clean it,
in the
so
morning.
that way you can get down in there and go to Pound Town.
Yeah, because you eat a lot more ass than I do.
Oh my God, I love eating ass.
Yeah, I mean I eat ass, but it's harder for
I mean, I don't know how much I can.
Ass.
And I don't know how much I can share personal, but my relationship, like, it's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, but I bet he's not as like.
Woo! It's so I can think about it.
I don't know
and
if
it
his
becomes.
asshole.
I can
They
literally.
can see your dick, so just be careful.
I can literally envision that butthole, and it motivates me.
Is it hairy?
Oh no, it's so soft.
See, that's the thing.
smooth,
Straight
and
men.
it's just
Straight men have
pretty,
hairy,
it's just
bloody asses.
soft and-
You can't even stop. You just can't stop. But I always think about getting the turds stuck in their hair, and I don't feel like straight men wipe good enough, so I'm always terrified
Yeah.
to eat straight man ass.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, it's a lifestyle for us. I mean, I even put mouthwash on my baby wipes sometimes to make it minty fresh.
So thoughtful.
You're fucking welcome.
You're thoughtful.
I mean, I want them to leave a good Yelp review.
Just
kidding.
Burn?
I mean, hey, you know what? I used fire for lube once, right? Burned so bad I sat on anything to scratch it.
Oh my God. Mr. Wesley Woods, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, what else did I want to say? What else did I want to do?
Didn't you get a letter in the mail?
I did.
But let's do the other one. Sorry, so we did the anal prep.
So I just wanted to talk about dildos.
Oh, God.
Because somebody was asking me, obviously I do a lot of strap-on scenes because I don't have a dick. Well, if I want to fuck somebody,
have you been doing it?
dildo.
Oh, because, I was like, strap-on, that means you fucked a guy, but
And
you're
girls.
fucking chicks,
Both.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were like, is it more difficult to use a dildo scene? And I said, abso-fucking-lutely, because it doesn't have any, like, give to it. Like a real penis, like, you know that moment when the dick goes inside and you can feel, like, the head pop, and it's, like, that first moment, and you're like, oh God, it's in me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
a dildo doesn't have that little give. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just, like, raw, like, material, just like,
Yeah, but see, that's why I'm sometimes like,
You're into that?
Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm like, yeah, just use it like a tunnel.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that because I feel that way if I'm getting like DP'd by a real man penis in my vagina and then something else in my ass like a nail. Sorry, Dad. Oh, God, I forget my dad watches this sometimes. Maybe I'll just pre-warn Dad he shouldn't watch this episode.
Oh, whatever. You know, my dad and me have been having a lot more conversations because of this.
Oh, that's good.
I mean,
That's good.
I definitely know what he's up to lately.
Ooh.
But you know, I think a lot of people will look at me like that's so weird. I'm like, I
No,
think
we're
it's beautiful.
adults.
Like
My thing is
that's my family. That's where I came from. Literally, his
Right.
nutsack, and I'm able to talk to him about like sex and sexuality. Maybe like
Right.
our sides of a relationship where I'm actually able to help him and not shame him, and maybe he can actually trust and go into a direction. Hell yeah!
And my thing is we're all adults. If I'm going to talk to any adult, you or a stranger on the street about my sex life, then why wouldn't I talk to the people who care the most about me
Right.
about it?
Right.
You know, not that I'm going to get into detail.
Yeah, I don't need
know,
to.
like-
I don't need to see footage and clips, and
Right.
I don't need to know
Right.
that. Yeah.
Right. But whatever, to know that, you're sexually good, that's just fine.
Or just to know too that like, Dad, do you I mean, I can't really help you out in the pussy pointer department, like, but you're not weird for wanting to have threesomes. That's normal.
Right, right.
It's not weird for you to want to run a train. That's normal.
I can't wait to have these conversations once these cameras go up. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, so I like to kind of lighten it up because I feel like the past few episodes we've gotten really real on you and we're done being real. I mean, not done. We always have to be a little bit real.
Yeah,
and all.
we're always just gonna be authentic.
But so I got a really funny fan mail, and I get fan mail, on not a regular occasion, but a pretty regular occasion. But I got one recently that made me laugh uncontrollably. And
I haven't seen it
if
yet.
this person is watching, I mean this in the best way possible, and I am sending your pictures, and they are coming back to you. It's Mikey.
No, so I was reading this.
Yeah. So I wanted to share it because I appreciate someone taking the time.
Oh, it's long.
We're not going to read all of it. I won't read the last little bit. But, so it starts out like this. This just makes me laugh, and you'll appreciate it as well. How are you? I hope that 2017 so far is bringing you much happiness and success and good health. Great, thank you. I wanted to take a moment to write you and let you know I'm a huge fan of yours. I've seen many of your movies. This is where it gets good. And among my favorites are Anal Friends, Pure Anal Pleasure, My Girl Loves Anal, Masseuse, Mommy Teen Lessons.
Mommy
Blowjob.
Teen Blowjob Lessons.
Mommy Teen Blowjob Lessons. As you can see, I love your anal movies.
Yes!
Your anal scenes are always so hot and such a turn on for me. Love seeing your anal gaps.
No, your anal gapes.
Gapes.
Like he wants to see it gaping.
Gape.
Like he wants to see it like this. Oh, hello.
Which do you remember when someone sent me
That's that Looney Tunes
the
with
picture?
the pig
Someone
popping
sent
out.
me a picture, so they send pictures for you to sign. It's like the thing of it. Do you remember when somebody sent me my asshole blown up this big? On an 8x10?
Yeah.
Just my asshole. Don't do that, please. But, okay, so he goes on to say, I'm not going to go through all of it because I don't want to get into his personal stuff. But listen, you are this man, I should find him and marry because no one's ever going to feel this way about me ever again. You are the complete package of perfectly proportioned beauty. Your amazing, sparkling eyes, smile that lights up any room, vivacious personality, infectious laugh, strong spirit, spellbound. Wait, I way missed a whole thing. Strong spirit, steamy sensuality, smoldering sexuality is contained in a beautiful body that will hold anyone spellbound. You ignite my fantasies with your stunning appearance, charisma, sexual performance, and curvaceous physique. You're better with each movie and blah, 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 blah. You have amazing oral skills, and as I mentioned earlier, I love your ass. In fact, I could just worship it. Can you sit on my face and just let me rim it, please? No one will ever love my ass as much as this man loves my ass. Now it goes on. It's a pretty lengthy letter here.
I love that.
It makes me so happy, by the way. I think my favorite part of the whole thing was when he listed off my movies, because just the titles alone of porn
God.
are just hysterical, first off. But yeah, you know, my ass is like my biggest downfall for me.
Your ass is your biggest insecurity.
It's
So
my biggest
someone's like,
insecurity.
I love your gapey hole.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm like,
you're like, let me read it to you. Someone loves this flat ass, and I'm going to prove it right
and he's
now.
in Europe, so apparently flat asses are in Europe. So I'm moving, is basically what I'm saying. But no, first off, well written. First off,
Well written. I loved the use of the adjectives.
I mean, no one has ever complimented me more than that letter did.
I'm sure he will use this as a custom video now to jerk off to, and I hope this pleases you, sir.
So anyway, keep the fan mails coming. I absolutely appreciate it. Oh, and if you're sending in mail, remember to, we've never told them this. I would like you to send in fantasies, send in questions, send in fantasies, because we really want to think about porn has gone into a very
Well, let's not give it away our secret ship.
Porn has gone to a very dark space.
It has.
Let's just say that.
Porn has always been in the dark spaces too.
But I feel like it's gotten a lot darker.
I think because we're actually in it, we see it.
With the demeaning qualities.
Oh yeah.
You know, of like the calling somebody a whore or a slut or whatever, or sticking their head in the toilet and giving them a swirly while you fuck them in the ass. You know, like that's extreme. But I want to know what is actually turning people on these days.
But is it fair to say it's extreme? I mean, I'm like, do whatever you want to do.
It's
But that is
extreme
a
for what
fantasy.
I feel. That's what I'm saying. I said there's a obviously everybody has their own little thing, but that's what I want to know. Like, what is
What
it
is
that
your
people
thing?
actually are seeking that they want to see? Like for me personally,
You want people... So write to... Well, give the address, the P.O. Box. Well, maybe check the comments. Or
well,
where
yeah,
you
write
leave
the
it.
comments or email me at sylviasagexxx@gmail.com.
That way... Oh, and we can have a fantasy discussion.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I want to know outside, like my thought, what's your biggest fantasy? What's your number one sexual fantasy? Whether it's
God,
been
I don't-
fulfilled or not.
I don't know if I could break it down into just one.
Oh, I
because
have one. Go ahead.
I love so many, and I switch them on and off.
That you
and
masturbate to in your head.
constantly. I'm
But
switching.
are they
them.
real scenarios or ones
Yes.
that they're real? Okay.
And
Alright.
fantasy, I guess.
Real or fantasy, whatever you have. Mine.
But I don't really. I think anything at this point in my life, if it's a fantasy, could be real.
Because you can make it happen.
Yeah.
Right. And that's, I mean, yes. I can't make my fantasy happen, though,
Why?
unless I want to go to jail. Because mine's pretty illegal. I mean, I just want somebody to, like, start... I want to be in Vegas, first off, at a blackjack table, winning. And I want to be wearing a dress with no panties. I want things to get hot and heavy underneath the table, and to where we kind of, like, get kicked off the table by security because they see what's happening. And then I want to just, like, be ravished in the elevator on the way up, and then just, like, thrown into my room, slammed up against the wall, clothes ripped off.
But see, I think that could easily happen.
Yeah, but it hasn't.
Well, I mean, that's just.
Noted.
I mean, that, for us gay men, that is a night at the Abbey. You know.
Yeah, but see, that's
You're in Las
not.
Vegas playing pull at free zone. The next thing you know, you're doing bathroom and you're doing blow in the bathroom over there, and then you're fucking till 12 in the next afternoon. And
Ew, I've been to the bathroom in that bar.
I don't know why that bar came to my mind.
Because we've been there.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I've done cocaine in
In
that
that
bathroom. So.
That was right around the corner where we went to that bar that had the ATM that was ass to mouth that I just thought was so genius.
Yeah.
Anyways, where are we at?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
That letter.
Yeah. No, the letter and fantasies. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I want to know, like, what this person's fantasy is to rend my ass, and that's your fantasy. It's
I
just
do
real.
have a fan on Twitter who's always like, his fantasy is to lick my nipples.
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's it.
He comments 6 times a day about how fantastico I am and how much he wants to lick my nipples. Like,
Maybe you said fantastico. Maybe he doesn't speak English.
oh, he doesn't.
Maybe
That's not a bad thing, but
Maybe
it's
he
literally-
Means, maybe he means dick, and it's translated
It's
to
nipple.
nipples.
No, it's literally fantastico. I want to lick your nipples. I want to suck your nipples. I want to lick your nipples. I want to bite your nipples. Nipple, 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 nipple. And I'm like, that's kind of great because my nipples are sensitive.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
mm,
Can you? Is it? So
I don't want that to
sensitive?
actually happen.
Is it so sensitive that you can have someone playing with your nipples and it, like, first off, get your dick hard, but
Oh, yeah.
it'll get your dick hard just by that?
Oh, yeah. But I can get my dick hard by someone breathing on my neck. I can get my dick hard by somebody looking at me the right way. I can get my dick hard by somebody buying, like, a bag of candy for me.
Well, it's the same way with getting wet instantly, I think, for
Yeah.
us. Like, the moment something, like...
Girl, if I'm driving, when I used to go to school, my mom would drive us down the bumpy road in
Oh,
the
God.
car in the morning. I used to always get morning boners. I was like, God, this bumpy road is like, oh.
And your mom's in the front seat going, ooh, my
No,
dick."
God, gross. I used to go out to the fucking swimming pools at Vacation Bible School and, you know, church camps, and I was like getting up to the jet with a hard dick and just like getting off in the church pool.
I fucked a jacuzzi jet.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
It's good.
It is good.
It's forceful and it doesn't give up.
There's no idea when you're coming.
We should
It
probably
just kept
wrap
going.
this up.
Yeah, we should probably wrap this up. All right, so send in your fantasies, send in your questions, whatever you want. And I don't know if we're around next week. I don't know if you're around next week.
Maybe the beginning of next week. We'll decide that.
I don't know. We don't know yet. We don't know anything. But until then,
Hey, great holidays, everyone, or
Oh,
whatever you want to
yeah.
call it,
Happy
or whatever you
holidays,
want to do.
Hamza,
Just be
Kwanisa,
safe, love each
Blessed
other,
Rachel,
take time to
William.
reflect, self-care,
Self-care.
reach out to friends.
reach out to friends.
Just
Love each other.
love
Be
each
nice
other.
to each other.
Yay!
Until next time.